Let's talk about whether the Day of the Dead is significant to African spirituality. Hi, thank you for joining me with another episode of Still Growing. So it's that time of year again, and it's Halloween. The children are dressing up and heading out for Halloween, October 31st. Now, this year, Halloween, the whole season is very significant in reference to 2020. Not only in regards to Halloween and the Day of the Dead, also Blue Moon. We have two moons this year in October, one on the 31st and one on the 1st of October. That's extremely significant because that does not happen but once every 20 years or so. And we call it the blue moon because at that point, the moon is the furthest that it has ever been to Earth. What I want to really look at is whether this whole season is significant to African spirituality. And I really would appreciate any information anyone have in regards to that, because as far as I know, it really isn't considered a holiday in regards to African people. I do know that it's a huge, probably the most significant holiday there is for a Mexican. It's celebrated in a great way, because between October 31st and all the way up to November the 2nd, there's a huge celebration at which point, families go out to the burial ground and clean up the burial ground, bring food and candle and things that the ancestor liked, pictures, whatever, as a means of recognizing that that person once lived and is still significant in their life. So the Day of the Dead is really extremely important in Mexico. It's also celebrated in Japan. It's a big holiday in Japan. It's also celebrated in Celtic belief. I know those different cultures celebrate the Day of the Dead in a huge way, but us as African people, as spiritual people, and I know it's extremely difficult for some of us, I should say, to recognize this holiday and recognize the significance of this time period, because the Catholic Church has labeled during this time period the whole Day of the Dead, the whole Halloween season, all of it as evil, as satanic, as devil worship, and so on and so forth. But those of us who are Pan-African know that it isn't about worshiping evil. It really is about worshiping our ancestor and recognizing our ancestors and recognizing those who've come before us, who've actually contributed to the liberation of our people. So between October 31st all the way to November 2nd or 3rd is extremely significant this year, 2020, because of the blue moon, and because this time period is when what is considered the veil between the living and the dead becomes extremely thin. And at that point, those who have passed, our ancestors, are able to transition into our realm and then we're able to connect with them if we choose. I know for Mexico, they consider that time period as extremely important because then they're able to let the ancestor know how much they're still valued and how much it's that life still lives within them. For us as African people, those of us who are interested in learning about our African spirituality, this is a significant time because, as I said, during that time, the connection between the living and the dead becomes small, and at that point we can actually connect. It's a very significant time in regards to our belief system of Mahat, and the cosmic order. The cosmic order of how everything occurs within the universe in terms of oneness and balance and yin and yang, if you will, in regards to so above as so below, the balancing of life. Life is the other end of death. So it's not a time to think about fear or to think about evil. It's a time basically to honor those who have passed, whether they're your direct ancestor or whether they're just part of the African family. So during this time, it's always a good idea to pour libation, light a candle, say a prayer if that's significant for you, or you may want to write down something that has been on your mind, something that you've had over the last year or longer that has been difficult for you and you need some assistance with dealing with. So this is a good time to write down those items, whether you've been dealing with fear, you've been dealing with financial issue, or whatever it is. You can write it down. Have a meditation by yourself if that's what you like, or you can write it down under the moon and burn it, whatever suits you, as long as you destroy it after you've asked for it, you've spoken to the ancestor, you can go ahead and destroy it. And this time is also extremely important for just offering thanks, thanks for the past year, the blessings that you've had. This time is important to ask for healing that you might need. This time is also important to ask for cleansing, whether it's cleansing of your home or cleansing of your spirit, or refilling of your energy. This time is most significant because your ancestors are able to hear you, really connect with you. So again, I say it's not about Satan, it's not about evil, it's not about devil, it's not about worshiping anything in particular. It's basically just about acknowledging and honoring those people that have come before you, who've paved the way for you to be where you are, and realizing that this life is not all that exists, that there is life and there is death, and that they're connected. Everything within the universe is connected. It's also connected below as it is above. I hope this time is significant for you. This blue moon, this Day of the Dead, that you are able to spend some time with yourself, call on your ancestor and connect with them if that's what you wish. I would just like to add that although I said this is not about negativity and evil and all of that, because the transition from one world to the other is open at this time, it's not just positivity that can come across. It's not just your helpful and loving ancestor that can come across. You can call on the wrong person who may not hold the best intentions for you. So be careful that whatever ritual you're taking part in, that it comes from, that you know exactly who your ancestor is that you're calling on, and that you are doing this for positivity and not negativity, because as I said before, this is there. It's about the cosmic order of everything. Where there is good, there is also bad. Where there is positivity, there can also be negativity. I hope this is helpful for you. And please let me know what you think about this whole season. Please remember to subscribe, comment, and smash that notification. Until next time, peace and love. Bye.